Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome to the Christopher Marc Show. So, this first episode, we're actually going to be talking about myself and what I do and how I got into what I do and everything like that. Um, so, just to let you guys know, the main theme of this podcast is really just to, inform you guys of how to, find yourself as far as if you're on a path of understanding your purpose in life or understanding yourself or bettering your relationships. It's also about teaching you tools and tips and ways of how to build your business today, especially if you don't have a lot of money, just teaching you ways of how to do that in an easier, more efficient way. Um, and really, the last thing is really helping you, understand your spiritual path and your spiritual purpose. So, we're going to kind of cover those things in some future episodes. So I'll tell you a little bit about me. So I go by Christopher Marc. This is like my name, and the reason why I go by Christopher Marc is because it's kind of like to pay, uh, you know, I'm not sure the word homage or homage, one of the two, but to, um, you know, as a tribute to both of my brothers. They've been a huge impact on my life and helping me to be the person I am today and just being able to fulfill my purpose and helping other people as well. So, um, if y'all want to know my real name, my government name, it's Marcus Davis. So that's what I go by. But yeah, so pretty much just so you know, but Christopher Marc is going to be my stage name and everything like that. So if y'all want to call me Chris, call me Mark, either one, it's totally cool. Um, so I'll tell you a little bit about what I do. So basically, I'm uh, a lifestyle tailor. I help people tailor lifestyles that they actually envision and dream of, helping them to organize and structure out what they have in mind. So, whether that's if you're in a bad relationship and you just broke up with somebody and you're like, man, I'm really trying to like figure out like, you know, is this person for me? Should I get them back? Should I go ahead and lose 100 pounds to try to see if this relationship can work? So that's kind of one of the things I specialize in. If you're trying to build a business and you broke, like you're like, yo, my credit is shot. I don't know where should I start at? What should I do? How should I get people? How should I deal with clients? I need more clients. People who are in this, this business rat race, I kind of focus on that too. And then I also focus on the spiritual side of things, really just teaching people about the importance of your understanding yourself, understanding your energy, understanding your purpose. A lot of times we go throughout life where we feel like, man, um, I don't understand. Like, what am I supposed to do with my life? Who am I supposed to be? Because you feel like, okay, well, when you kind of grow up, everybody's telling you what to do. They're saying, oh, you need to be this person. You need to be that person. You need to live life this way or that way. And so, you go and about living life that way, but there's a thing that where you feel a little bit incomplete. You feel a little lost. You feel like this is not satiating this desire for me to become the person I need to become. And so, uh, you know, understanding your purpose is really aligned with what your energy is and how what your energy does not only for yourself but also for other people as well. And also understanding like, what are the things that's holding you back? Sometimes we think to ourselves, man, like I really want to be in a, I want to be in a better space in my life. Or you're feeling like, man, I feel like all I'm attracting is negative people. Every person I meet, they're just negative, or they're really not supporting what I'm doing, or they really don't care about how I feel, or I notice I'm always like, I want to succeed in my business, or I want to succeed in my, in my personal life as far as like me, bettering my mindset and mastering myself. But those things is really because of what you're consuming, what you tell yourself, how you feel about yourself. And mostly those things are the things that really hold you back. Is those are the things where, you get stuck in, you know, the mindset of what people have told you for a long time. This is who you need to be. You need to be this person. And if you're not this person, something's wrong with you. Or you're not the person who I think you should be, something's wrong with you. And that's not necessarily true. The person that you are, you're meant to be so much more. Um, you're meant to, be able to uplift not only yourself, but other people as well, so that so not only they can see uh, goodness in themselves, but also so that you can see your true potential. Um, I can honestly say to you guys, like in my journey of working with people over the years, it has been amazing. I can honestly say it's been amazing. I've put on multiple productions. I've, written a book, and you know, I can honestly say that in my journey of meeting people, it was been so fulfilling. But the one thing that I found that was just kind of heartbreaking for me, I felt like I couldn't. I saw so many creators and people who have businesses, and the businesses fail, and people who were trying to build something for themselves, and for some reason, like they just didn't have the support of their friends or family, and so it's like, and so I think what happens is that I met so many people where I felt like they didn't have a place to belong. They didn't have a place to be able to, where someone could nurture them as a person and help them to grow. And so, I spent more time focusing on, trying to build a way where people can actually fulfill those things. And, you know, as a result of going on this journey myself personally, uh, it was hard. It was hard because you have to empathize with people. You have to learn to have compassion for them. You have to learn to understand, their struggles. Because you can't help people if you don't have the same scars. You can't, because they'll be like, "Oh man, you don't know what it's like to be stabbed." Yes, I do. It's like right in the side, right here, right? But without that, you can't grow and evolve as the person you need to, become, if you don't actually go down this path. And most time that path is not going to be easy. It's going to allow for you to go through a cleansing. And that cleansing it can be mental, emotional, spiritual, even physical. And, you know, that cleansing is the part of where you actually start to grow, you know. People ask me all the time, and ask me, how do you know what your purpose is? Uh Well, one of the few things I tell them is like, first ask yourself what gives you, if you think about it, what makes you smile? Instantaneously, what makes you smile? The next thing I would say is, what is going to take all of you? I mean, your emotions, your mind, your spirit, you know, your physical being. What's going to take everything for you to be the person that you are? And so, um, and then what is going to allow for you, what kind of goal do you have that's going to allow for you to be able to live your life, but it's going to take you your whole life to fulfill these goals that you have. And sometimes people look at that as a bad thing, like, oh man, like, are you saying it's like I'm not going to be able to like fulfill my goals in life? um no, it's just that, you know your mind is built off of you having a purpose, having a reason to wake up, having a reason to keep trying, having a reason to even believe in yourself. So, and because your mind is built off of that, you have to, you know, allow for it where your mind is actually has something to keep waking up for. Your body has to have something to just keep fighting for. And so when you create goals that scare you, that's great. If it terrifies you, that's great. If it makes you feel overwhelmed, that's great. It doesn't mean you have to do it overnight, right? You've heard the saying Rome wasn't built in a day, right? So doesn't mean you have to do it overnight. But it does mean that if you're going to start to evolve and grow as a person, you have to have things that's going to move you, that's going to uplift you, that's going to inspire you, that's going to give you a reason not to give up when things get hard. And sometimes, you're going to have those moments. I've had plenty of moments where I was on the floor crying, because I was so overwhelmed. And I always felt like I was failing and felt like I was behind and felt like I wasn't enough and felt like no matter how much I gave to people and was there for people, none of it mattered. And, but what I realized was that all I needed was to pray and to get up and keep moving. And, it's not easy. It's not easy for anybody. It's not easy for anybody. But, you just have to keep in mind that whatever you want to do in your life, don't give up on it. Maintain that possibility of growth so you can continue to have a reason to wake up. So this was this first episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I gave you some information. And then, if you guys are interested in, checking out and learn a little bit more about what I do, or even like, booking a coaching session, you can do that as well. But again, I'm going to be having more and more episodes like this, more episodes that just designed to inspire you, uplift, and encourage you guys so that you can actually stay on your path, you know, find your purpose, find who you are. And we're going to talk about everything from relationships and why they don't work out, from from your spiritual path, and also from how to build your business, the right way where you're not killing yourself, but you're doing things in a way where it's actually pretty efficient for you, and it allows for you to be able to enjoy your life to the fullest, the way it was intended for you to do. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you on the next one. Talk to you soon. Peace.